It's absolutely. I mean, me and you both. At one point, were just sitting and watching, just waiting to see what would happen. You know, it was that much patience being displayed. Okay, good check there by Semiij. Oh, and recognize it. Was not able to convert fully, but he did have trade up.
And already we see that patience that we saw before.
And that looks to be like a really good check that Catwoman possesses.
Yeah, the dash up back one
range
on the block low whip. Very good stuff from Theo. And Theo wasn't sure if the end of that was going to clip. Trade up just in case. Didn't want to eat a full combo.
Just look at this dash in, back dash out, just to see what each other is going to do.
Oh, that throw range.
Walk-up grab. Woo! Oh, wait a minute.
But, okay, great damage on block, though. Semiij still made him pay. Oh, and then the respect on that medium back three. Theo used the respect on those plus frames to dash up and generate more plus frames, and EX interactable. Semiij looking good early.
Semiij with the awareness to see how far away Theo was and just grabbed him, threw him right into it. And that is something that Semiij was not really doing a whole lot their first interaction together.
And you've seen Aquaman start to develop that pressure where they use the +2 on back 1, 2, 3. And if your opponent is respecting that down one trend rush check, they'll just use the plus frames to do it again. And then it becomes a mind game of, are they going to back one again? Are they going to down one? And so that's how Aquaman's pressure is kind of developing. As you see right there, and Semiij just backdashing his way out of there, where Theo was going to use the plus frames there to go for the throw. It becomes a really good guessing game off of back 1, 2, 3. And if Semiij
and my anti-air
down twos tonight have been on point. Theo,
yes, sir, they have.
Theo's not going to trade out. Still would have eaten the rest of that combo on block damage anyway.
Good block.
Plus frames here. And the down twos again.
Semiij, please.
You're in over your head.
I'll claw my
Semiij can come off the bar to keep this man at 99 health. He sure does. Oh, and that was a dangerous range to do it from the deep. That could have been punished by Cat Dash. And Semiij
and the down two.
The patience. He ate 3 back 1, 2, 3s in a row. And just waited for Theo to hang himself. The patience. Ridiculous. This is how Theo breaks down other players.
Aquaman.
And Theo having to play Semiij's game now. Looks like it might be catching Theo off guard.
And Semiij just using a couple things we didn't see him use too much. You know, he's using the whip, kind of check that range that Aquaman possesses. His anti-airs are on point, and if you're anti-airing Aquaman on a regular basis, man, shout-outs to you.
Yeah, you're doing something right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but loses the first bar because Theo's hit gets there before the interactable does. And the down two still was able to catch a jump two from that distance? Semiij, stop it, sir.
Yes, 2OD, man. The anti-airs are on point. Theo going in. Getting the damage or the chip, he doesn't care. He's burning the meter, and he is taking health down.
Yeah, that's really going to take that jump away from Theo moving on in this set. The more times he gets anti-aired. And the ground game between these two, you see Semiij stay out of that forward 2 range, and the back 2 range, back 1 range. He's just staying out of it and using that great movement from Catwoman just to move around it. And then look to literally pounce.
Semiij seeing how much respect he had there by holding that. Theo just needs one touch on block or on hit. It doesn't matter in the cat dash.
And the math was just 4. It was 3.98 off there. He thought that from the deep was going to do enough chip, but it does not, and it keeps Semiij alive. And now Semiij taking the first bar health with 3.98 health left. Ooh, good anti-air from the deep. Dead even now.
Now you'll take me serious.
And guys, Semiij has a big mountain to climb. He still needs 5 games if he wants to win this. He has to reset it and then win.
That's
3
true.
more.
That is true. Actually, I forgot about that. Still getting used to this double elimination that we're running. So we may be in for a real treat tonight if Semiij can keep his composure and keep playing this the same way he's playing.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys got your Catalyst mints, because we may be in for one hell of a grand final right now.
And the throw, Semiij taking all this health away from Theo, forcing the clash.
Claw my way out.
And it is a tie clash. One more hit by Semiij. Theo has no more meter to burn. With that trident rush or from the deep to get more damage.
Oh, very good check by Semiij.
Good check.
But the trade's still getting forward 2, 1 plus 3 out of it, and very good.
Oh,
He's
wait a minute.
Miserable, but he thought that he was going to be over him in time.
I'm just toying.
2.68 health left on Theo.
One touch.
And the cat dash
and that's going to do it.
On chip, and now Semiij goes up 2-0 on Theo in this run back. Needs one more game to give us the reset.
A first ever here on War of the Gods,
Yes.
to have a reset.
One game will put these two on even ground here in Grand Finals, and Semiij looks like a completely different competitor. Like I said, after he kind of saw what Theo's game plan was in the first 2 games on the winner's side of their match, he's really adjusted well. And this is just wonderful Injustice 2 to watch, guys. I hope you guys I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we are.
This is the 3rd time this week that Semiij has shown an adjustment. Semiij definitely did his homework in the time that he had while other people played their matches. Semiij wants to win this. Ooh. This is the same stage we saw these two when they ended their first set together.
Yeah, and Theo not falling for that bear trap twice. And now look at this healthy Theo, though. That trident rush adding up. The trident rush alone has taken about 3/4 of Semiij's health bar.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Aquaman can do some damage on block or hit. It doesn't matter. This man is taking some health away.
Good cross up by
Cross
Semiij.
Semiij evening this thing out.
Ooh, jumps right
That's going to do it.
into a trident rush. I mean, in that position, if you're Theo, why not? At least build some meter.
Careful, you might get robbed.
And wow! Both of them going for a read, but Theo's just a little bit better with that 4-2, covering more range. And Catwoman's down 2.
There it is, a good check, and the crossover. Theo trades out.
And he'll take a punish.
Good God.
And the trident rush coming. Very good. Semiij had so much bar, why not push block that? Well, see, he's been cut by a lot of back 2s. Respecting that 4-2 most likely, but it is really slow. And a lot of people say incredibly easy to react to.
Poorly.
He's got a little bit of a mountain to climb, not by much. He's going to play this patient and gets caught.
And the 4-2 is doing some damage. So is this trident rush on block? Semiij didn't push block it. Pretty rare. No, another one.
And that's going to do it. Theo gets himself on the board here, trying to avoid the reset.
Aquaman wins.
Yes, Semiij has so much meat of that match.
Catwoman.
I think that he should be push blocking the Trident Rush just a little more. But other than that, Semiij is still playing very well. Theo just finally found a little bit of a groove there. The forward twos are working, a couple back twos opened up Semiij, and he Trident rushed like the best of them, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So, I think both of Semiij's health bars went to Trident Rush.
If you got the bar, just burn it. This man does so much damage on block. Good throw by Semiij. Oh, he just got him with the straight jump in. Down one. Trident rush. All this Trident rush. All this chip damage. Semiij down to 300 health.
Oh, and no trip guard from Semiij. That could have been massive damage. Oh, Theo, the Trident rush has just melted this first bar of health. Finally opens him up with a stagger.
Semiij says, you know what? I got this damage on deck. We're tied up again.
Oh.
Semiij's going to lose his first health bar to that. But able to catch up just a little bit in health before it happened. Semiij needs to use that a lot more often. Yes, check that range.
No reversal.
Oh!
Through the EX interactable. Okay, Semiij closes out the first bar of health. They're even on meter. Oh, and a big whip, and yes, Semiij striking accordingly. Walks into a wake up.
Damage.
EX scoop, the only way that it launches in Injustice 2 is if you meet a burn it. So Theo, for 2 bars, puts him within striking distance of Semiij. Ooh. No punish on scoop either. That's something very tricky to punish. And run up throw!
It may not kill. Oh yeah, but that will. Okay, it's tied up.
We saw Semiij die the same exact way the first encounter around, where he got through into a chip out situation and he backdashed. Same exact spot there. I think he's trying to backdash to use the invincibility frames on backdash to get through from the deep, but twice he has been unable to.
Catwoman.
Yep.
Aquaman.
And we're all tied up 2-2. Theo now just needs one more game to win the week.
It's a game 5 in the grand final. Semiij can reset it, but Theo looking to close this thing out quick. You know, Semiij, I think, just needs to use, I see him calling it in the chat, the whip trip. Just use it a little bit more, and if he blocks from the deep, and that, well, he doesn't have the bar to really convert off of it, but he has got to get those punishes on deck, so he doesn't have to fear him as much.
Oh, very
Very
good.
nice.
And before, when he's got that sweep, he's actually been able to cross over the jump one every single time. There, non-crossover, I think that's what opened up Theo. Oh, the damage, 600 damage from Aquaman. Oh, that's the king of Atlantis right there.
He's king for a reason. This man will kill you in 1 or 2 hits if he has to. And that, didn't have the bar, but it's okay. The overhead got Semiij. Semiij on his last health bar, potentially, if he cannot find an answer.
Oh, and Theo staying at that whip range. Now that he's seen Semiij use it enough. The adjustments between these two. Injustice 2 at its finest. And what use of trait. Getting it before the cat dash, falling out of it. And Semiij unable to close out that first bar of health and has eaten so much damage for it. Mountain to climb.
Very nice down 2. Catwoman's down 2 looks a little similar to something like Flash or Sonya from MKX, where they kind of lower their hitbox or their hurtbox to avoid the jump in. Good jump 2 by Semiij. He's got 400 health left and 3 bars.
Oh, good.
Very nice.
Good whip punish, put the back 2. Grab immune. And that is going to do it.
Going to do it.
Critical reactions, Theo takes week number 2 War of the Gods, reverse 3-0 over Semiij in Grand Finals, stopping a reset, sending a message to everyone in Injustice 2.